Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike, and I'm going to be trying this Community Beer Works. The Whale Brown Ale comes in at 5.9% on the Richter scale there. Beer Community Works out of Buffalo, New York. So that ought to be a pretty interesting situation there. But anyway, it says the Whale is a smooth yet complex beer packed with flavor yet easy to drink. We layered distinctive English brown. Ooh, I like that. English brown malt. That makes a really good brown ale. And two types of chocolate malt to create aromas and flavors of coffee, chocolate, and surprisingly deep roast. CommunityBeerWorks.com. So check it out there. And they got like all these little whales like intertwined with each other because it is the whale and it's going to be a whale of a brown ale. Just saying. Anyway, so just real quick, the longer version of the live show today will be on YouTube Live right after this. So if you haven't subscribed to me to YouTube yet, click the little YouTube link at the top of my page here and give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can watch the live show there. I will be interviewing John. He's another backpacker slash traveler. He will be live from England. And he will be talking about his recent travels that he's done to like Rome and Italy and Malta and various other places along the way. So, but for this TikTok, I'm going to talk to you about some of the U.S. beer cities, some of the best beer cities that you can visit in the U.S. for beer. And the next one I'm going to tell you guys about is Montauk, New York. Montauk, New York. This beautiful beachy region on the eastern end of the Long Island is a hidden gem for craft beer, actually. It's home to Montauk Brewing Company, which I have had some of the Montauk beers here on the show, and very good beers. Also, Norfolk Brewing and Greenport Harbor Brewing, which I've had one of theirs on my show, I believe, and Shelter Island Brewery. You can book a tasting tour and learn a lot about craft beers while you're there. So, learn about the different types of craft beers, how they brew them, all that various stuff. Also, don't forget to hit the beach after a few great craft beers. And they even have a great wine and cider sort of um, culture there as well. So if you like wine and cider, which I like wine and cider too, why not? Give it a try. All right, let's give this The Whale a try by Community Beer Works out of New York, Buffalo, New York, as I spill that everywhere. Tipping it over, trying to read it. Gotta love it. Anyway, all right, let's do this thing. Definitely coffee all day on the nose. Maybe a slight hint of chocolate. All right, here we go. Cheers, pro, slancha, and skull for my Nordic friends. You know who you are. Mmm. Wow. That is another very good brown ale. Man, I lucked out on some of these picks that I picked this time. This is delicious. It's got a nice little sweet roll to it. You get that sweet kind of earthy roll to it. Then also that chocolate kind of comes in. And you get a bit of that coffee, not too bitter, but you get a subtle coffee bitterness at the back of the palate. Yeah, it's as if you took your black coffee, drop some chocolate in it, and melted it, and there you have it. All right, let's do this hard pour real quick. See if it changes the complexity of anything. There you go. You can kind of see just a beautiful brown ale there. The hard pour is good, however, it brings out more of the coffee bitterness to it than it does just straight out of the can. So I would recommend drinking out of the can. But if you really enjoy that kind of coffee bite or bitterness in your brown ale, then by all means do the hard pour. That hard pour is still kind of sticking with me, that bitterness of the coffee in the back of my palate. And it's making my palate water like uncontrollably right now. I can barely even talk. Very good. This is very good. I'm impressed. I am man. Gosh, I keep giving out all these good scores, but I have to when it's a good beer. All right, I'm going to give this one a 10 as well. The Whale Brown Ale. What a whale of a brown ale that. Where's my rim shot? There we go. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on Pint Time. I truly appreciate it. Again, give me a subscribe to my YouTube channel up there. You can watch the longer live versions over there and also on Facebook. And as always, peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. I will see you guys next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. Peace.